Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Generous on the Xbox One. I'm on the private server here. Just, actually, it's a little bit laggy today. Considering my long walk back up to the Green Mountain Trading Post with one of my barrels. Ooh, some more shoes. So we need to head back up to the Green Mountain Trading Post, which is that way. In fact, you can just about see the spire. Oh, it just rezzed out. If I go like that, can you see it? Yeah, anyway, it's up there. It's a long walk, though. It's a very, 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 very long walk. But I guess, without further ado, we should set off and start the long walk and discuss all things DAYZ. So barrels. Why barrels? I hear you saying. What's the point of barrels? Well, barrels are there for persistence. Excuse me, I'll just turn the sound off of my laptop. The problem in DAYZ is that if you die, you lose everything that you've got on you. All your loot will disappear within a matter of minutes. So the way, and you can only carry so much loot as well. So one of the ways that you have persistence in the world is by building bases, and a very, very simple type of base is a barrel base, which just consists of a barrel, and anything you put into a barrel will stay there. I think if something hasn't been looked at for about 45 days, then it does disappear. But you're probably generally, if you haven't looked at something in basically a month and a half, you probably don't really need it anyway, don't you? So it enables you to create a place on the map where you can put supplies in, weapons, gear, that sort of stuff, and then return to it when you need to, as a place of resource that you've got. Hello, where's my? All right, there it is. I lost my. So that's where we want to head over there towards where that big spike is in the sky. The problem with transporting barrels is what you see here is. Yes, you can't run very fast when you're carrying a barrel, but you can't run at all. You can only walk along. So this won't be a particularly exciting stream. I guess if we got attacked by zombies, we would. Is anybody else on? I'm alone on the server as well. This is the Xbox private server. So if you fancy a more relaxed version of DAYZ to play, where you don't have to worry about getting shot in the back too much, especially at the moment when there's only really 2 people who go onto the Xbox private server, all you need to do is join my Patreon, pay the $2 a month, you've got to be over 18, and you can come and play this version of DAYZ. You can also become a member of the YouTube gaming channel. That's a little bit more expensive. I think that's $5 a month, whatever works for you. And you kind of tend to concentrate a little bit more on the survival and building aspect of DAYZ rather than P versus P. Quite simply because there isn't really that many Ps. Now on the private server we do have the quiet zone, and the safe zone, and we do have the hostile zone. But as I say, because there's only 2 of us really playing on the server at the moment, it doesn't really count because the chances of bumping into someone are pretty low. But one of the things I like to set up, and I've done this on the PlayStation server, is a trading post at Green Mountain. Now Green Mountain is in the southwestish corner of the map. It's got this really big, it looks like a TV aerial to me, massive old-fashioned TV aerial antenna that would stick up. So it's quite an easy landmark to find when you're in the area, and I like to set up a trading post there to deposit supplies and then give an opportunity for people to come along and leave stuff there should they wish to Can I climb over these? No, I've got to go around. To perform trades, and really that's what these barrels are for, to supplement the trading post. Tents would be better, because with a tent... Hello, I've lost it. Where's it gone? Is it over there? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Tents would be better, because tents I could put in my backpack and I could run along. We've also picked up a... Alright, I've got an axe now, haven't I? So that's good. Didn't find many other supplies down in Zelengorsk, which is the local, which is that town there, which is the closest one to the Green Mountain. But once we drop this off, we'll probably run back and get another barrel, depending on our supply situation. Although I probably won't stream that because it's not the it's not the most exciting thing to watch in the world. But this gives you a really good idea of what DAYZ is all about, because a large part of it is it's about this. It's about a walking simulator. It's about enjoying the Chernerus post-apocalyptic ex-Soviet Socialist Republic countryside on the Black Sea, and watching out for zombies, although you're pretty safe from zombies unless you're in towns and cities, and just getting on with eating, drinking, and surviving, which is what's really, really cool about DAYZ. In fact, I kind of wish... I think the guys at Bethesda should take a long look at DAYZ. I really think about how they could make a Fallout game like this. Now, I know Fallout 76 is a little bit like this, isn't it? It's open world. But I think they should really lean into it and do another Fallout game in another part of America, or it could be in another part of the world, because the nuclear apocalypse took over the whole world, didn't it? Where it would just be where they would remove all the RPG elements. That's an important thing. Remove all the leveling and things like that, and just base difficulty on rarity of items, and then go for it. And also, you could. If you had things like super mutants and the various monsters that inhabit the world of Fallout, if you had them around the map, the way that players could tackle them could either be with like super rare weapons that you would find, like rocket launchers, or the fact that they would have to band together to fight these monsters, you know, to bring the firepower out and do it that way. And I think it would be amazing. 64 players on a server. Fallout, God, could you imagine what that would be like? Just you can tone down the graphical settings, have it running in like an Xbox game, and you could always... Would it be a good free-to-play game? The problem with games like DayZ is that there's not that many opportunities to monetize it with micro-transactions. We can have big transactions, because we can have the new map, Livonia, which is just around the corner. And I reckon that's going to be £20. I would have thought. I think it's going to be half the price of the main game. That would be the way to do it. But you can't really buy. I suppose you could buy cosmetics, but the point with DayZ is that you spawn in with nothing. Yeah, and they'd have to be very careful about doing pay to win. You could imagine if EA or Activision owned this game, it would be a case of, well, if you pay us £5, you can buy this knife, and it means that you'd always spawn in with a knife, or this shotgun, and it means that when you find yourself at the beach when you're a fresh spawn, you'd spawn in with that. But that would kind of really spoil what it's all about. But they could do it where you could spawn in with particular types of clothing. That would definitely work. I wonder whether you could have things like you could pay for a supply drop. So you could pay a certain amount of money, and a cargo plane would fly over the top and drop some supplies into you. But again, that's kind of pay to win. And the beauty with DayZ is the fact that it is so sparse, the world, and so empty. You know, there's nothing here apart from zombies and other players and stuff. So you kind of make your own adventure. But that's what makes it so special, I think, in my eyes. It really is an absolutely amazing game. Doing something like this, walking for 10, 15 minutes. In fact, we can probably say straight away how long it takes, because I probably spent, what do you reckon, a minute or so walking around before I picked up my barrel and decided to walk towards Green Mountain. So I reckon we've got another... There's the antenna. We've probably got another 5 minutes. So it's probably 15 minutes walk from Zellengorse all the way down there, up here, with a nice barrel. The other problem with barrels is if they've got anything in them, you can't pick them up, which is definitely not good. But my plan would be to put this barrel into place. I don't think... Did I pick up any other supplies from Zellengorse? No. Oh, one... Oh, what's that? AK, yeah, I did find an AK. Right, okay, so we've got an AK, so that's good. So we can deposit that. I found some tape. I found a spare compass. Alright, so we have got a couple of things that we can drop off in the car tent up there. And then we'll run back down again. Life as a barrel carrier. Amazing. You never know, we might find a mushroom or something. Or some wolves. It'd be a bit rough, wouldn't it? It would be nice to think that the cars have got a little bit more stable. Cars are very good in DayZ. In fact, you can... Well, it's good in the fact that you can make cars in DayZ. Cars aren't good themselves. But what you can do is you can find bits of cars around the map, fix a car, get it running. The problem with them is that they're very glitchy. And the map glitches out when you're driving them, and you tend to smash into walls, which can kill you, but more importantly, destroys the car as well, or destroys a part of the car, and it's so frustrating after you've spent 5 hours trying to find a radiator for a car. And then all of a sudden, you tend to crash it. So at the moment, travelling on foot does seem to be the best option. Nice and quiet. Into the woods we go. Into the forest. We got the news about the new PlayStation 5, didn't we, yesterday? Sony finally officially announced it's coming out holidays, well, Christmas 2020. So in a year's time, I'd imagine in 6 months' time we'll have had a really good look at it. Xbox has come out as well. And then we will find out whether games will be cross-platform, not only Xbox to PS4, but from PS4 to PS5. You know, will you have to re-buy DayZ and PUBG? Because on the PC you don't, do you? That's always the interesting thing. As you buy your new upgraded computers, you just carry on playing the same game. But with consoles, you've got to buy a new version of it, and generally you don't get the same games across generations of consoles. But with games like PUBG and DayZ, that it's going to be the same game. If you think back to, say, Battlefield 4, which came out on Xbox 360 and Xbox One and PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, it's not like once you'd bought the PlayStation 3 version, it ran on the PlayStation 4. You know, you had to buy it again, didn't you? Because I did for the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One. Similarly, what other titles are like that? Call of Duty Black Ops 4 was the same. You know, I had it on Xbox 360, then I had to buy it again. Actually, that's probably not quite the same, because I bought the PlayStation 4 version. But you kind of get the idea. It wasn't as if Activision said, "Oh, it's all right, you've bought this title once. You don't need to buy it again." You know, you can, we'll give you a code, and then you can play it on all platforms. There is the beautiful transmitter tower. I think we will have earned something to eat and something to drink as soon as we get there. Right, where's the quickest way in? I think it's around here. He has got very strong arms, our character. I don't think I could carry a barrel for 20 minutes cross country. Be interested to see whether our car tent is still there as well. Yep, it is. I can see it. The other good thing about barrels is because they're such a pain to move, chances are they won't get stolen. Where something like that big car tent could, you know, someone could see that and go, yeah, I fancy that, and you know, just take the stuff out, throw it on the ground, and then nick the car tent for their base. But for someone to think, no, I'm going to carry this barrel halfway across the map, they're probably not going to do that. So we've got some zombies. So this barrel is going to be... What we'll do, let's get rid of this barrel first. Can we just drop stuff? We can't, can we? Okay. Let's get rid of this one around here as well. Right, let's pick the barrel up. This barrel can be the first part of my base, this one. So the idea with the Green Mountain Trading Base is not only do I use it as a public trading base, but I also use it as a little place to store my stuff. So my stuff would be this machine gun, which can go in the barrel, and also what have we got here? That's an M4 magazine that can go in. This ammo can go in. This ammo can go in. These matches can go in. Let's close that up. Just gonna drop off some bits in here. Let's put the spare compass in here. What else we got? Oh, KA101. We've got some more food, haven't we? Let's put that food in there, because I've still got... How much food have I got? That's a 556 by 45. That's what that takes, isn't it? Some spare duct tape. Okay, so let's now go back around here actually. What we'll do, if we... unbox this slot. And then... should be able to... load this. So that's KA101 mag. And what we'll do, put this in here. Put these spare... what do we want to put those in our hand? I want to combine them with these. Oh, the different types. No, we can't. Okay, so they've got to go in there. They've got to go in there as well. And we had a gun cleaning kit, I think, as well, didn't we? I've got enough shotgun shells, so I can probably put these... they're shotgun shells, aren't they? Yeah. Put them away. I've got lots of food. I've got loads of food here. Let's put some food in the barrel just in case we need it. What we'll do if we fix our trousers with that sewing kit. Better. Let's put them on. Right. Let's have something to eat. Let's have something to drink from our water bottle. Keep us going for quite a while. Let's take some multivitamins. And now what we'll do is close that up. Let's go and have a look around, see if anything interesting has spawned in. Assault backpack. It's not bigger than my one, so I don't want it. Combat backpack. Oh, some food. So that combat backpack is interesting. Because it's pretty... it's how much does it hold? 60. How does my... oh, my mountain bike holds 8. That's an interesting backpack, that. The combat backpack. Let's go and put it over here. Ooh. Where did you come from? What have you got on your... Has he got a combat backpack on? It's another combat backpack and a helmet. Okay, let's put all this stuff in here. Okay, well, let me put it in. Shame. What about this one? And this helmet. Okay. Let's finish off looting the barracks. SG5K. Got plenty of them down on the south coast. Let's have a look in the prison. Ooh, night vision goggles. Ah, utility backpack. Yes, that goes nicely with one of the backpacks. I can't remember which. So, some good stuff there. Let's come over here. Let's open this up. Let's put our utility backpack in there. Useful for PvP stuff. Ooh. Oh. The server just reset. Time is it? 5 o'clock. Yeah, so the server resets at 6 o'clock. It's probably a good time to finish the stream, actually. I need to start preparing dinner. But there we go. Life as a barrel courier. Barrel carrier, perhaps. Interesting. But there we go. That is a typical example of DAYZ when you're base building and generally building up your supplies. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.